Why, hello there, everyone. This is Bebe Davis, publisher and founder of 1021 Magazine, where we're celebrating 21 years. Thank you so much, Title Squad, for locking in for Mother's Day week tribute. This tribute is going to be so dope. We're at the Red Bone Alley, and we thank the Red Bone Alley for giving us love and access for Mother's Day 2023. It wasn't easy getting the veranda. So bless your heart, sugars, everyone at Red Bone Alley for the media access for myself and for my mom. Stay tuned for full coverage. You don't want to miss it, everybody. You don't want to miss it. So I love doing tribute because it's wonderful. So lock in. Tribute Historia. It's a beautiful thing. So I give those connections for myself, for my mom, for my abuelas, for my grandmother. My mother, I call her Dearest. So lock it.
Red Bone Alley.
The Red Bone Alley is just a beautiful place to be always. I will not be doing my La Aphrodisiac curated critiques this time because everything was so delicious. But you can look forward to my Aphrodisiac curated critiques. Okay? So here's me and my mother, the redhead, on the veranda. And we have such a good time. It's always a pleasure to come here. So get up close and personal with me and my mother, Dee Red, as we explore some great show and tell moments. All right, so here's another perfect view of me on the veranda. We're going to tribute my good friend Jovita Moore, from a child to a teen to an adult, the beloved anchor of Atlanta, from New York with southern solid roots in South Carolina. We share connections with our grandparents, our mothers, and ourselves. A beautiful spirit. Rest in peace.
Thanks for
Rest
watching.
in love. Rest in power. So make sure you like. And thanks again for locking in. We're going to be talking all childhood vibes. We can't give away all the secrets. Those we take with us. It's just the right thing to do. And as a society family, both of us, we just know you don't reveal everything. But this is a great, uplifted, personal vibe and a tribute to a wonderful childhood friend and to a wonderful family and to my mother, my abuelas, and everyone. So stay locked in, everybody. Tribute awaits. And come on back for more 1021 Magazine with the models and titles. Hi, everybody. This is Bebe Davis, and welcome to the Mother's Day edition here at 1021 Magazine. We're at the lovely and beautiful porch, the southern porch of Red Bone Alley, and I have my mother with me. And this is a special tribute also to a dear family and a dear childhood friend, Jovita Moore, the beloved anchor in Atlanta. But she was ours, and when I say ours, I'm talking about her family, the family friends, the church family. She was ours first in the lovely state of South Carolina, which is where I am right now. She would spend her summers in lovely South Carolina, the Palmetto State, with her grandmother and extended family on the maternal side. And she would spend it with us and cousins and more people. So I thought this would be great for Mother's Day. So we wish her family, the entire family, all the love and all the respect. And we wish them a lot of joyful memories of Jovita as well as everyone who she came in contact with. And I'm going to show you and turn this way. We're going to pan around the beautiful decor of the Redbone Alley. It's beautiful. And then when I step down here, and I'm going to walk up, I'm going to just kind of show you all the how I walk up, and let me just come to this little southern flair. We got the palmettos, and we walk up the steps, and there's Mom over there. So we're gonna get started. So yeah, this is the view. This is what they call the porch, and so I'm gonna walk it on up and let you all see it. Okay, all right, so we're about to begin the tribute and have good food here. So stay locked in with me, Bebe Davis, publisher and founder of 1021 Magazine, for this Mother's Day special and a tribute to a good friend that I called Jovita Moore. All right, happy Mother's Day, everybody, to all the mothers and mother figures. Let's go. So let's get ready for the tribute. Thanks for locking in. Hi everybody, we are back and we are going to be giving you some love here. I'm going to put this microphone up so you can hear me because we got a lot of people that's going to be coming in to enjoy the Redbone Alley. And look, we ordered what? We ordered the pork chop. But what is it exactly called?
Sweet tea marinated pork
Sweet
chop.
tea marinated pork chop. So that's going to be coming. But until it does, I have some cute little things here that Mom doesn't even know what's in this box.
Thanks
All right, so here
for
we go.
watching.
Woo! This is an 8-track player. 8-track tape. Okay? I went back in time. So when we were young, Jovita, me and Rozzie, and we were playing, and also the beautiful Scott family. We want to send our love to the Scott family. Her cousins and all of that, who was like our friends as well, you know. Let me see if I can get this open. Did I shock you? Well, I don't know. Maybe I better keep it in here. It looks like it's stuck. I mean, I'm telling you, I haven't taken these things. I just kind of went in the attic and went for broke. I went for gold. Anyway, this is an 8-track player, right? So I thought I would let you all see it. And if I had an 8-track, it would still play. But on this is some gospel songs, actually, from the Sensational Nightingales. Saints Hold On. Oh my God. So on this 8-track stereo, they have He Just Hung There, Savior, Do Not Pass Me By, The Straight Way Is Narrow, Oh Lord, I Am Depending on You, Happiness Is Knowing I'm on my way to heaven, Saints Hold On, My House Is Full, Whosoever will may come. So this is an 8-track that they would just stick in and play. So whether it was gospel, R&B, jazz, or whatever, rock, do you remember the 8-track player? Okay, so that's one of them. All right, Mom, check it out. Woo! This is the Vacation Church Bible School. And this is a certificate of merit for my mother. She was the assistant
teacher.
She was the assistant teacher of the primary. This is 1962, June 18th through the 22nd, 62 to be exact. And this is her certificate. My grandparents kept really good records because I just pulled hers, but my 2 uncles also had these certificates. And they're really nice. The embroidery on it is so nice, like everything to detail.
That's right.
I know you're a little shocked on that one, aren't you?
I certainly am.
Okay, and who is that? Name. I'm gonna keep pulling memorabilia.
Miss Joanne Bradley.
Miss Joanne Bradley was the teacher.
Yeah.
And Mrs. C.R. Nelson was the director, which is the first lady of the church, Lady Carrie.
Yes.
Okay, so in 1962, Mom was still in high school because you graduated in 1966.
Yes.
So she was well on her way because, again, retired educator. Okay, so we want to show you our church. And I'll just do it like this. And let me tell you, that's the church that we all went to, and Miss Alice and Miss Annie and my grandparents and me, Rozzie, and Jovita would go to. Woo! So, remember you said that there was a program with the church picture on it? So, and then also a goodie about this is that my grandfather helped structure this church.
Yes.
Oh, yes. All right. So we got some more goodies. Mom doesn't know what's in this bag, so it's like, oh my God, what's happening? Okay, we have a AME Sunday School catalog from 1974. Woo! Okay, so my grandfather and Miss Alice and Miss Annie and Miss Dora, they would see these things come, but definitely my grandfather. So this is the AME catalog from 1974.
Your granddaddy was superintendent.
He was superintendent. Yes, ma'am, and we're about to get to it. So then you could order from this catalog.
Yes.
Let's see. You could order plays and programs and dime holders, bands and badges and reports and order of service books and envelopes, certificates, all that good stuff. And there's the order blank, okay? Cha-ching. So I thought that was cool. And then you could order the hymnal for $2.50. When was this? Yeah, 1974. Okay, we're going to keep going. All right. Now, we also have a picture of my grandfather at his church. Okay, this is a good program right here. And then remember I told you if we would sometime miss Jovita when she would come down, because we'd be going up north. Listen, church didn't stop for us, did it? Church didn't stop. So now check it out. We would go to, in Philadelphia, Mother Bethel AME with the family.
Yes.
So look what I found. Woo! My auntie's intermediate Sunday school quarterly. Booyah. And it has the picture of Mother Bethel, and this was 1980 to 1981, the winter quarter. And at that time, it was Reverend Joseph Joyner was the pastor. Isn't that so cool?
There for many years.
Isn't that so cool?
Yes.
Okay, and then we had, let's see, I'm going to take this little binder off here. Woo! That's an oldie but goodie. I was a little youngin' then, so. This was the Teacher's Advance Quarterly. This is old. This was from 1948. Mama, when were you born?
1948. Okay,
1940. So here comes our food. So if you see how old that book is, you already know it's old. Oh, thank you, we got our food. All right, so mine is blackened, everybody.
Redbone Alley.
Look at that. I'm going to bring this up close to you all. Oh my God, doesn't that look good? Yes, extra napkins, yes. Oh my God, I want y'all to see this again. Now this is a good southern, okay, this is the pork chops. I wanted mine blackened, and the succotash, and the rice. Okay, so that's mine. And you want to hold yours up, or you want me to do it? You got it? She's going to let me do it. And Mama's on a red plate. She didn't get hers as blackened, but it looks so good, the succotash. Now, as Southerners, ooh, he blackened mine so good. I smell that nice sear, the nice sear. I'm going to put it down. Okay. So, Mom's going to be eating a little bit while I'm still talking, and I'm going to be eating. I just wanted to kind of get some of these books and let you just know. Oh, let's do Grace.
Yeah. First of all, Mrs. Judy, thank you for the food we're about to receive that nourish our bodies from time to time. Christ sake our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Southern Steel Magnolias.
Girl. Okay, all right, darling, my dear. So this booklet is just as older than Mom, but Mom held up way better than this book. But look at the smoky. Look at the smoky. Thank you for that. Yes, look at the smoky pages in this. So
Dearest is beautiful.
I love this. I love how everything just turned out. So I'm gonna bind these things back together because they are very important.
Yes. Good memorabilia.
Good memorabilia. So when Jovita would come down, she would have a lot of books to read there too. You know, and Jovita talked about how she was just a voracious reader, you know, of news and newspapers and books. And so with her becoming an anchor and just having all of that glorious yin around her, just like I did, you know, it wasn't shocking for her to be where she was, you know, and for people in Atlanta and just anybody who met her to feel like she could relate to them because she didn't have to go anywhere to find it. My gift to gab definitely came from my grandmother, Lady Dora. You want to challenge me on that, Mama?
I won't challenge you at all.
That's her mother. Okay, and then we had the Manning District Sunday School conference. And so these were a lot of the oldie but goodies that we would have. I'm going to get through this real quick. Then we had the adult teacher Sunday School Quarterly, which this was really, really good. This was 1976.
And Jovita's grandmother, Lady Alice, was also superintendent of Sunday school after my daddy left the seat.
Yes. And look, we even got the front pamphlets of this that shows the roots of Richard Allen. See how old this is? Oh, thank you so much.
Southern Steel
Okay, so
Magnolias.
we're going to set those extra napkins there. So we have all kind of memorabilia, and this stuff is just so wonderful. And, you know, when you think of your grandparents or just any of your loved ones, when they transition, when you can see them on film, you know, if that's what they were into, or recordings. Like my grandfather recorded a lot of his sermons, so, and videoed them, so we have them. But also, isn't that Daddy's handwriting?
Yes.
So when I open this book, here's my grandfather's handwriting, which brings my mom a lot of great joy to see that. We even have my grandmother's handwriting telling my grandfather to, when he gets back in, to call someone that called about something. Okay, and we have a lot of great pictures here. Now this book here was the combined minutes of the 6th annual conference of the 7th Episcopal District of the AME Church, 1966. And Mama, you were graduating high school.
Right.
From 1966. Okay? And then they talked about the order of conferences that were held after the combined conferences, which was the Palmetto, Northeast, Columbia, South Carolina Conference, Piedmont, and Central. Okay, I'm going to eat in a minute. Hold on. I want to show them this one thing here, but I need to ask you first. Was that the old structure?
Yes.
Okay, I want to show you all the old structure of St. John AME Church. So if Lady Yvonne or anybody sees this,
Yes.
they'll be like, oh my God, that's the old
We were
structure.
children. We were in that structure.
Not me.
No.
Or Jovita, or
No,
Rozzie.
that's right.
Okay, so
Mothers and the grandmothers.
mothers and grandmothers.
And granddaunts and so forth and so
And
on.
look what I found. Beautiful, right?
Yes.
So my grandfather, who helped construct the new structure, he would take the pictures. That's a beautiful day, just like today is. And then I know you can't really see this one a lot, but this is when he was putting up the steeple. It wasn't up yet. So we have all those fun memorabilia things. And Not too shabby right there. My grands and my mom in a cute little dress and the brothers. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Not too. Okay, so before we get to eating and I taste this, I have something very important because this is the structure of our church. And this is the 75th session of the Northeast South Carolina Annual Conference convening at our church, St. John AME Church, October the 12th through the 16th, your last year of high school, 1966. Hello, people. So this is very important because the conference came to us. And at the time,
I was already a freshman in college.
Okay, you were a freshman in college. That's right, because you'd already graduated October. That's right, because we all go back to college in August. You better tell me, girl.
Yeah.
All right, my dearest. The bishop at the time, the presiding bishop, was Reverend C.A. Gibbs, and the host presiding elder was Reverend M.F. Robinson, and the host pastor was our pastor, Reverend Willie J. Nelson. And they had a lot of ads in these papers, and again, we can't show you. We wish we could, but here is a picture of Miss Alice and a lot of other ladies. They were the Progressive Club of St. John AME Church.
And also members that helped with that conference at the time, the committee.
Yes, and let me tell you how they listed Lady Alice and the ladies of the church. They said members, Miss Dames. Am I saying that right?
Madams.
It's not madams, it's Miss Dames, or however they said it. So I'll just say the first names of the Progressive Club. It was Lady Alice, Lady Olivia, Lady Carrie, another Lady Carrie, a Lady Louise, a Lady Mary, a Lady Margaret, a Lady Annie, and then the Mrs. Oh, y'all did that, Mo.
Yeah.
Was Lady Jessie, Lady Betty, Lady Marion, Lady Bobby, and the Messieurs. Oh my God, we were fancy. The Messieurs were Monsieur Ray, Monsieur Donald, Monsieur Philip, which was my grandfather. Okay, and then they had the patrons. The patrons list, who helped in lots of ads. And then I'm going to ask you a question about one of these, because I think this was the couple that we would see riding, right?
Yes, our presiding elder.
Our presiding elder was Dr. M.F. Robinson, and Mrs. Lunette Robinson was the president of the Missionary Society.
Yes.
Now listen.
And Miss Scott and Miss Alice.
Yeah.
And the other ladies of the church were missionaries and just staunch members, working members, going to conferences in and out of South Carolina.
Right. So when this book is very, very special because it just shows the beauty of our connection with church and family and all of that. So let's see, I have about 2 more books to show you all on this tribute. And they made sure that, when Jovi was down here, we would all go to Vacation Bible School. Right. Now, my uncle who passed away, Miss Alice taught Ronnie, right? And he was on the usher board. And was she the lead usher at the time, Miss Alice?
Yes.
Jovita's grandmother was lead usher, but he would play organ. So he passed away in 1974 at a young age, and so, but we have he passed away going into his senior year of high school. So we have his books here, a lot of his notebooks, and this is called the John Thompson's Note Speller. So we would just have a really good time. So when Jovita was around to our house, we would just be looking at these books of his, and look, who did he take the organ from? Because somebody was grading him.
I don't remember.
But they did very good, very good. So he had a lot of high marks in these books. So I would do another story time with my uncle But yes, we just all had a good time. We would play dodgeball. Let me eat a little bit. We would play dodgeball, kickball, hide and seek, of course. And we had a pomegranate tree, which we would call Chinese apple tree, right, Mom? What you call it pomegranate, right? When you all were coming up, we called it Chinese apple tree when we were coming up. But Jovita loved the pomegranates. We had our own pomegranate tree. And what was that, a black cherry tree? Oh my God, we had a black cherry tree. So when she would come down, we would just be, she had all the fruit trees she could stand. Isn't that right? When she was hanging with us. And of course, we would go play paper dolls. We would have high noon tea, playing, just very girly stuff. We just really enjoyed ourselves. And so we were heartbroken at the time of her transition. But you know what? We shared joy. And I think joy is one of those things that people should share. You know, remembering fondly of loved ones as much as you can. And you'll have your days. But there is a poem I wanted to share with you all. And I'm trying to see exactly where it is. Oh, here it is. It hid from me. Okay. I thought this was beautiful. For anybody who goes through loss of any kind, this poem says, it adds up. When it comes to the last accounting, his books will balance who has added to the world love, subtracted wrong, multiplied good, and divided not any man's heart from God. And this is by Dorothy Thoughts. So I thought that was beautiful. Okay? So, we don't know what your plan is going to be, but ours is going to be included with a lot of relaxation, isn't it?
Indeed, so.
Yes. So I'm going to taste my pork chop here.
Thanks for
How's your pork
watching.
chop? Is it good? Listen, our southern thing, we're not going to finish this. Are we? We're not going to finish this. It is good. Yes, thank you. We're not going to finish this. We are going to have it to go. It's so good. I can't believe I got through this without shedding a lot of tears. But you know what? You think of the happy times. And that's what people will want you to do. Think of the happy times. And I want to give a hats off to all the mothers. I want to give a hats off to you for raising me so great, along with the village. I want to give a hats off to all you ladies who raise your children and brother figures, not myself. And to Lady Yvonne for raising Jovita, who is so loved by a lot of people. So loved by a lot of people who felt the loss that may not have known her intimately. So, very, very happy to do this tribute, and we will always remember her fondly. Now, when I'm home in Atlanta, Rozzie went down during the home knowing services. And of course, myself traveling, I got there days after. But I drove over to the resting place, and it was just beautiful, serene, and quiet. And see, as a little girl, Jovita and Roz were older than me. I was a baby. So when you want to play nurse, dress up, and all that stuff, I would be the guinea pig. So they would play in my hair, and I would cry because they was like, don't cry. They was like, you can play in my hair. And Jovita had, you know, people who seen some of her pictures that she put on Instagram. Jovita had curly, beautiful hair, not the straight short, okay? And like, I remember Eve's Bayou when it came out. You know, the first thing I said, right? I was like, oh my God, Jody Smollett has hair just like Jovita back in the day. So to keep me from crying, they would give me the brush because they had already torn my hair all apart by changing. Mama said, who changed your hair? I said, Rozzie and Jovi. She said, oh God, they're playing. She said, just don't cut. Remember you said that? Don't cut. And Miss Alice was like, none of y'all cut nobody's hair. So that was a very fond memory, you know, that we had. And of course we had the park, Lee State Park, that we would go to and ride through, you know, because it was so lovely, the scenery. And they had, you know, a lot of things out there for the kids. And, you know, again, we would go to Dawes, the 5 and 10 store, and, you know, then we would walk to the store, Mr. Lucky's store. We just had a really good time as children. And growing up and having that Southern experience. And
Southern
I think that's just
experiences.
great, you know what I mean? And it's great when you can give a tribute for good times, okay? And keep those times that we were girly girls, which was nothing bad, but you know what? You should always keep some things to yourself. Some beautiful memories to yourself. Yeah, okay? So, we hope that you all will find some joy in the memories with your family. And that, you know, if you do shed a tear, it's okay.
Celebrate well.
Yeah, celebrate well. And tears could be tears of joy and tears of laughter. Because tell her, Mama, when I get to laughing, you know the tears be rolling. Doesn't it? And look, that's exactly what we're going to do. And this succotash, how is your succotash? That's so good. So we hope you enjoyed our moment. I love when they put in for the homegoing service about Mr. Pat, who taught Jovita how to drive. Okay, right down here, right down south.
The grand uncle.
Her grand uncle. But you know, on paper we'll say that, but it's just uncle once we get going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Uncle Doug was your Uncle Doug. And when I came along, I didn't say no grand uncle. I was like, Uncle Doug! You just get that attachment and keep it going. So we do remember fondly Lady Alice, Lady Annie, Lady Dora, my grandmother, Lady Frances, and from Tampa, and all of the ladies that just touched our lives, cousin Lolly. There's all of them. It's too numerous to name.
Lady Mary.
Lady Mary, my great grandmother, who lived to 109 years old. She transitioned in the year 2000. So I had her for 29 years of my life, and that's saying something, because a lot of people don't even get that. So I am forever blessed. Because Granny was born in the late 1800s, and again transitioned in the year 2000. She was 109, and I was 29 years old. I'm 52 years old probably, and Mom is 27. We don't know how that happened, right? How am I 52 and you're 27?
I don't know.
It's a mystery. It's a doggone mystery.
You said that.
Okay, so anyway, we're gonna leave you and finish up our Mother's Day dinner off camera, because that's how we do, sugars. That's how we do. We do things off camera, right?
Enjoy your day.
Enjoy your day, everybody. Thanks so much for locking in, and want to send love again to Jovita's family and extended friends and just everybody who loved her. Want to send love to our family, and I definitely want to shout out the children. Love to them, and again to Lady Yvonne, and to all the mothers and mother figures. You are important, and we remember all of the mother figures and the mothers who have transitioned. We have a beautiful life to live, and every day try to make it positive. And I'm going to give you a kiss on camera. Lean in. That's how we do. We do the hair kiss. You know, hey. You can't be messing up the makeup and the hair and all that kind of stuff. Isn't that right? Oh, no. Touche, darling. Touche. You can't do that. Okay? Not even on a sweet tea Sunday. Sugar. All right. Bless your heart, sugars. Bye-bye, sugars.
Bye.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Yes.
Bye-bye.